Hi, good day to you all. For those that had a long weekend, I hope you enjoyed it, and actually still in a long weekend. Today we got in Europe a holiday as well, so the banks and so forth are closed. I'm making this video a little bit later than normally. I first wanted to see what's happening in the market, and there's lots of important news coming out this week. Rate changes from the banks, and the old one on Friday, the non-farm payroll, and other employment figures coming out as well. So I think there'll be a lot of movement this week. We hope to be catching that movement in the right direction. The only way we can do it is by analyzing the market and stick to the rules that we know has got a high probability of getting us in the right direction, and then trade it. So I hope you enjoy the video. I did have to cut a few sections out because of time restraints, so it might sound like funny where just all of a sudden just starts and then stops, but the important data has been kept inside the video. And alright, on the daily, we still above our 20-day moving average, which is the moving average we watch on the daily. We had a tweezer top there on the dailies. Seems like it wants to put in a top, but otherwise on the MACD also nothing to see here. And let's zoom in further and go to the 4. Alright, on the 4 hour things look a little bit different, and we have a double top here on the 4 hour. We also had a double top here on the MACD, and which is sort of a start of divergence. And we got divergence on the histogram. It's already sloping down, and we can draw a trend line in here on the bottom here. If we break through that support, then and close below it, then we can short here, and our first target will be this 4647, so 4650 will be our first target if we do break down. And that's what we'll be looking for at this stage on the euro US dollar, is for break below the trend line for a short. Let's just look quickly at the euro at the 1 hour. Okay, on the 1 hour, if you look at that last video, the one after the FOMC meeting, I did flip this last thrust move, and I said that we can buy here at the 37% retrace. We did do it. We got in a little bit late, but there was some news and so on, and wanted to make sure about the trade, and our stop was here. Just some people who are 4 digits got stopped out. The guys who have 5-digit accounts stayed into the trade, and we then took along, went up, retraced, and went up. This really looks exactly like I made it in the video. So we got to our target, and we also on the bottom here, as you can see, we got divergence here on the hourly. There's a high, there's a high, and that high is there, and that high there is there. So we got our divergence in the 1 hour, and I'll draw a trend line in and show you something for your more aggressive type of trading. There's a perfect spot to go short right here now, and you must probably find then attacking the low there, and then coming down to our level down here for possible first target if we do get a short. That's on the hourly. On the 4 hour, we obviously first going to wait for this level to be taken out, the support level here, before we trade it short. And but on the hourly, for being aggressive, you can short now already. Nice small stop short here, stop at the top there, and that will be your stop, and your first profit targeting all the way down there. But I'm taking a 4 hour entry, so this is a matter of interest how I look at it, and what type of trades you can get out of it. So let's look at the other currencies now. Okay, now for a 4 hour pound dollar, yeah, again, just like the euro, we got a double top here, and we actually got, here's a high here, which was that created by that swing there, and this high here was created by that high, and this one here by that high there. So we sort of got our divergence here on the 4 hour. We also got divergence on the histogram here on the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, if we take out maybe this swing here, or not swing, the support on the 4 hour there, then we can have a first target. Here's our first supply point, sorry about that. And so if we go short here, our first target will be there. We also got a 100-day moving average coming in there. The moving average is just there as another support to get confidence on what we're looking for. I'm not even going to draw a fib lines in now. We can allude to that once we're in a trade, but so short on the pound once we close below that support there. Let's zoom in on the 1 hour. Okay, on the 1 hour we also got divergence. There's the top there, and that top there is down there. So we got our divergence here. We got divergence here on the MACD, and for a more aggressive type trader, a good short will actually be with the close below that line there. So we get a 1 hour close below there, which will also take out that swing there. So we drew that across, and again, if you can take this upsloping support line, trend line like that, plus a swing low point, and you close below there at the same time, that normally becomes a good trade. And you got divergence, from there you can go short, and your first sort of line of support will hit will be the 100-day moving average. And once you get through there, here's a supply point. You can make that sort of your profit target. So on the 4 hour, like I said just now, we'll only join once we take out or close below the 4 hour support line. But on the 1 hour, you already had a nice hourly reversal there, and again, if you're short here, you put your stop above there, you've got a good chance of a winning trade. Let's look at some. Okay, daily on the euro pound still, and we're still above our 20-day moving average, which is fine. But look here, that high there is there, that one there is there, that one there is there. So we got nice divergence here on a daily on the euro pound, and so this might be a good trade. We already got a pop gun set up on the weekly. On the daily we got divergence on the daily, so this is zooming on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour we still got our divergence is here as well, there on that two tops there, and here again we also add sort of a double top over here. And the other thing I want to show you is that if you wanted a more conservative entry, you could have waited for a 4 hour candle to close below here before shortening it. But I took the euro pound short already, trading it from the dailies. So on daily candles I took the entry already. I didn't wait for this more maybe conservative 4 hour trade. I don't think it's necessary. We already got a divergence on our daily and other setups, so I sorted it with our stop above there, and our first target will be here at 8760, if I can remember correctly, which is just about this trend line, in case it comes to test this breakout here. And that's all the reasons why we took the euro pound trade. We can quickly zoom in on the hourly. On the hourly you can see how nice this well, we didn't have this line here, we only drew it now, but this area here was keeping good as support. But like all support and resistance levels, they're made to be broken eventually, and it might happen today, but I'm feeling quite positive that this market will come down here, break that, and keep moving down. We got a high probability trade. If it doesn't work, then that's it, that's trading, but we did take a high probability trade. One other thing I can show you in euro pound too before we look at another currency is that from this last thrust move, the fib from there to there, we did come down all the way to the 87.5, But when the market gives such a big retracement like this, and it doesn't turn at the 37, if it turns at 37, it goes up, takes a swing high out, then you know there's lots of momentum and in the market still to go long. And from a 62, it's also still a good level, but if you get to 87, it means that this market has lost momentum, and the possibility of now going short is also very, very good. So that's another reason to short the euro pound at least. Alright, let's have a quick look at the Aussie US dollar, which is a pair I would want to sell, maybe even more before I sell euro US dollar. And in the older video of last week, the weekly outlook, I mentioned that the Aussie US dollar will go up to the 1-1 level, go and test it there before we get a retrace, and which might happen. This is on a weekly chart. We're still in this bullish channel, and not much else there, so let's go to the daily. Okay, on the daily we seems like we might put a reversal candle in there, and they start coming down. We'll look on a 4-hour chart, we'll zoom in on the 4-hour to see what the possibility is, where we're going to. And this other lines lining here is on the weekly FIB levels, and maybe we should see what the daily shows. On the daily we're due for retracement. If we keep going, then this is the 37% retrace level, which is at 105, call it 105 100 or 105 100 if you want to. Because we are on a daily, we'll be able to see this level better on a 4-hour or hourly. But this market is due, there's been no retracement from the swing low there to there, no real retracement, so we're due for at least a 37.5 retracement. We got some confluence here in that area there if we retrace, but I'm sure that will go for 37%. Just zoom in on the 4-hour. Okay, on the 4-hour we already got our divergence on the bottom here. We got on the histogram. We'll be looking, I'm going to short the Aussie US dollar when we get a candle close below this level. Our first supply point is there, second one there, and which also was 25. This, we identified this sort of little confluence area here, and so I think we'll, depending on how far this 4-hour candle closes down, I might decide to make this target 1 and this target 2, or maybe even try and get it all the way down here as a target 1. But everything else is setting up nicely, and that's what I'm looking at the euro, or at least at the Aussie US dollar. I don't think I've got any more time left. I hope I don't have to cut this video again, but I did everything within 15 minutes. So I'm watching other pairs too, but that's just more or less what I'm watching and how I look at the currencies. So I hope you enjoyed that.